Hey kiddos, this is the end of year math homework, page 65 and 115. Number one, the school has $219 in the sports budget for new soccer balls. If each soccer ball costs $7, how many soccer balls can they buy? So we have 219, and we're going to divide it by 7 because it's $7 per ball. And whatever our answer is, that's how many soccer balls we can buy. Okay, we'll see if we end up with a remainder, and then we'll talk about that. 7 cannot fit into 2, but 7 can fit into 21 3 times. Multiply 3 times 7 is 21. Subtract, bring down. 7 can fit into 9 one time. Multiply 1 times 7 is 7. Subtract, nothing to bring down. That's when you know you're done. So mathematically, the answer is 31 remainder 2. But if you went to a sports store and said, I need 31 remainder 2 soccer balls, they would look at you like you were crazy. So we can buy 31 soccer balls. We have $2 left over. That's what that remainder 2 means. But that's not enough to buy another soccer ball. So the best answer would be just 31 soccer balls. And we'll just save that $2 for something else. Okay, number 2. Fiona is selling corn at the farmer's market. Each bag of corn has 9 ears, right? Like that's each piece of corn. She has 450 ears of corn in all. How many bags of corn does she have? So it's 450 divided by 9. I'm just thinking what 45 divided by 9 is. And I know I can just add a 0 to it, and that's the answer. But you'll get the same thing if you do long division. 9 cannot go into 4, but 9 can go into 45, 5 times. Multiply 5 times 9 is exactly 45. Subtract, bring down. 9 goes into 0, 0 times. Multiply, 0 times 9 is 0. Subtract, nothing to bring down. That's when you know you're done. So the answer is 50 bags. That one worked out perfectly. Number 3. Raffi has 5 hours to download all of the pictures for the school yearbook. If he has 387 pictures, how many pictures will he have to download each hour? So 387 pictures divided between his 5 hours that he has to work. That'll tell us how many pictures he's downloading per hour. Okay, 5 cannot go into 3, but 5 can go into 38. 7 times. 7 times 5 is 35. Subtract. Bring down. 5 can go into 37. Let's see, another 7 times. 7 times 5 is 35. Subtract, nothing to bring down. That's when you know you're done. So mathematically, the answer is 77 remainder 2. What that means is every hour, he downloads 77 pictures. And after those 5 hours, there are 2 pictures left. So it'll probably take him like a little bit more than 5 hours, right? If he downloads 77 per hour, it would probably take him just a little bit more than that. But approximately 77. So how many pictures will he download each hour? I would say I would accept the answer 77 or 78. Pictures. Okay? Because if he downloads 77 each hour, he'll still have 2 pictures left that haven't been downloaded. So maybe that last hour, he can download, those last 2 hours, he can download a few more. So around 77 or 78 pictures per hour. Okay? Number 4, the baker used 655 eggs last week. If the baker is open 7 days a week, what's the average number of eggs the baker used each day? So 655 eggs for the week. And if we divide that between the 7 days of the week, about how many eggs did they use per day? 7 cannot go into 6, but 7 can go into 65 9 times. Multiply 9 times 7 is 63. Subtract, bring down. 7 can go into 25 3 times. 3 times 7 is 21. Subtract, nothing to bring down. So mathematically, the answer is 93 remainder 4. But with a word problem, we want to think a bit more realistically about it. So each day, he used about 93 eggs. There's still 4 eggs left over. So probably some of the days, he used 94 eggs. So I would say the best answer would be 93 or 94 eggs per day. right around 93. But maybe a couple of those days he had to use 94 eggs per day. Okay? It's pretty sophisticated. Number 5. There are 596 cows at the dairy farm. There are 4 cows in each stall. How many stalls are there in all? 596 divided by 4. 4 goes into 5 one time. Multiply. Subtract. Bring down. 4 goes into 19 4 times. Multiply. Subtract. Bring down. 4 goes into 36 9 times. Multiply. Subtract. There's nothing to bring down. That's when you know you're done. 149 is our answer. And the last one, Felix sold t-shirts for $9 each at the concert. He made $639. How many t-shirts did he sell? So $639 was how much money he made, divided by $9 per t-shirt, and that will tell us how many t-shirts in all. All right, 9 cannot go into 6, but 9 can go into 63 7 times. Multiply. Subtract. Bring down. 9 can go into 9 one time. Multiply. Subtract. Nothing to bring down. That's when you know you're done. All right, let's move on to page 115, area and perimeter. Number 1, the length of the art table is 2 meters. The width is 1 meter. If Mrs. I can't quite read that on my smartboard. Mrs. B wants to cover the top of the table with paper. How many square meters will she need? When I say area, you say square area, area, square area, area, square area. And we need to do length times width. This is like so easy that I'm second guessing myself. So here's the length. Here's the width. And you just have to multiply it together. 2 times 1 is 2. And of course, we're going to label it square meters. And just because it looks kind of weird, I'm going to write the word meters out. Only because it's such a small answer. There we go. Okay. Matt is framing his favorite poster. The poster is 30 inches wide and 50 inches long. How many square inches will he need? So again, length times width. So 50 inches times 30 inches. And I'm thinking 5 times 3 is 15. 2 zeros in the problem, 2 zeros in the answer. And I'm thinking area, square area. So it's not just inches, it's square inches. Number 3, Paulette is caulking, right, that white stuff that like seals up a crack, is caulking the new window in her room. The window is 45 inches long and 32 inches wide. How many inches around the window will she need to caulk? So this one is a perimeter problem, right? And drawing a picture can often be very helpful. So imagine that this is the window. Here's my window. And it says, let's see, 45 on one side, 32 on the other. And if I want to know all the way around, I need to do 45 plus 45 plus 32 plus 32. The 2 long sides and the 2 short sides. And then I'm going to put those 2 together. And think plain perimeter. So it's just plain inches because it's just the length around. Scooch some of this over so I have room for number 4. Okay, number 4. The kitchen floor is 7 feet wide and 12 feet long. If Nathan covers the kitchen floor in tiles that measure 1 square foot, how many floor tiles will he need to retile the whole kitchen floor? This is back to area, right? Filling up that entire space, not the length around it, but filling in that space, all that surface. So again, we could draw a picture. And I know the long side is 12, the short side is 7, and I'm wondering how many little tiles. And you could totally draw a picture. You don't have to, right? 7 across the top, and then 12 across the side. And if you were to count those squares, Right? If you were to count those squares, there'd be 84 of them because 12 times 7 is 84, right? Length times width. 84, and if it's area, I'm thinking square area, and it says feet. So it's going to be square feet. Number 5. Jake's classroom is 10 meters long and 7 meters wide. What is the perimeter? What is the area? So perimeter would be, let's draw it down here. The long side is 10 and the short side is 7. So perimeter would be 10 plus 10 plus 7 plus 7, which would be 34. So it's either going to be B or D. And then area would be length times width. 10 times 7, which is 70. So that puts our answer at D. Okay, so perimeter would be all 4 sides added together. Area would be length times width. Number 6, the area of the patio is 18 square meters. The width is 3. How long is the patio? This is a working backward one. So here's our patio. And we have the area is 18 square meters. Okay. And I know that the length is, or the width is 3 meters. And I'm wondering what's the length. So something times 3 equals 18. Well, 6 times 3 is 18. So the length is just 6 plain meters because we're wondering what's the length of this side. All right, kiddos, here is the answer, or here are the answers to page 65 and the answers to page 115. Okay, kids, see you in class.